So you haven't heard the news about what's going on with Sketch?
No, what's going on with Sketch?
Elephant in the room, I got a haircut. Wasn't planning on doing this today, but I guess so. Okay, I'll start from the top. Look at this, open and honest. That was me. That was me. It's okay, though. I will tell you what. Okay. 2 years ago, I did some stuff. I'm sorry if you've seen some of the stuff. You know, I'm a changed person. This is going worse than I thought it was.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly.
He's conjuring.
Cat's out of the bag.
Bill Clinton.
Cat's out of the bag.
It's okay. What else do I have to say? I don't know. Thank you to all my people that have been sticking up for me. I understand if you're mad. Shit hit the fan. I don't go on Twitter. I deleted. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't delete Twitter. I have been cautiously avoiding it. It's like fucking landmines everywhere I go.
Late last night, someone leaked some photos and videos of Sketch before he became famous. No one, not one person saw this coming. Ever since this morning, Sketch has been getting the most hate I've ever seen someone get. Some of his friends are backing him up and showing him love during this time.
So Sketch's friend said, "You awake?" He said, "I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to involve y'all." "Bro, what do you mean? You're our boy. You didn't have to dip. You didn't involve us in anything, bro. You good?" "I'm over by airport. I didn't know what to do. I'm so sorry. Come back. You're good, dude. The boys pulled up on me and woke me up. They wanted to make sure you were good." "You're good, bro. Come back. We're all here. You're the homie." "I'll come now. I just need someone to talk to. We're all posted. Come back. You need me to call you a car?" He said, "On the way." So he left the Faze house and he left all of his belongings.
Right.
Which is kind of like a typical thing for someone to do if they were suicidal.
Right. I don't know who this Faze Banks is, but he seems like a chill dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and call it.
Yeah.
Chill dude.
Just as a human being with a heart, people just need to stop pointing their fingers at everybody and acting like anybody's better than anybody, because nobody is better than anybody. And I also want to say what I saw on Twitter with what Banks did, I thought was really cool. And I want to say that real quick.
Is he crying?
Not everything needs to be broadcast and farm, but since you guys want to jump to crazy assumptions, Sketch told me to post these receipts. All the Facebooks were them last night. Sketch was my homie yesterday. Today he'll be my homie tomorrow. You guys are fucking weirdos. And this is Sketch's text with Bank. And like little things like this, bro, it might not even seem like it, but little things like this genuinely could save somebody's life. Like seriously.
Yeah.
So W Banks, seriously.
Yeah, it's really sad that people are like over exaggerating the situation. You know, like
it's kind of weird because I thought like the younger generation, like your generation, it's this type of thing wouldn't be that. I guess gamers are different though, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Gamers are a little bit different, especially you would think that I feel like Gen Z kind of started off as very like politically correct. They want to make sure that no one's feelings are hurt. It doesn't matter your sexuality and stuff. But lately, I don't know if it's like Gen Alpha, the newest people, but
let's blame them even if it's not.
Yeah, it's not Gen Z, it's Gen Alpha.
They're too young to defend themselves.
But it seems like maybe it is the gaming community or something. Sketch is still the same person. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
he even said he had addiction problems.
I just assumed he was gay.
Really?
Yeah. Normally guys like that, they can't get girls, so they just turn gay.
Yeah.
Because it's easier.
Yeah. It's so sad. I feel so bad for him.
I do too. And this is a good friend here that's crying.
Yeah, Jinxie is he seems like a good guy.
I mean, it's not like they're sexual assault or I should say SA allegations against him. Mm-hmm. Like that would be bad. There's so many things that would be worse than having a OnlyFans. I mean, you know, got to pay the bills.
Do you know who Dr. Disrespect is?
I've heard of him, yeah.
The streamer?
Yeah.
claiming that Dr. Disrespect got banned because he was caught sexting a minor using the Twitch Whisper system and trying to meet up with them at TwitchCon. An extremely surprising statement that jump-scared the entire streaming community. Like, first of all, I didn't even know people used the Twitch Whisper system. That in and of itself was a shock. Twitch Whispers is...
So he apparently got caught talking to a minor, and I think he's just completely canceled now. And the reason I bring this up is because Sketch's situation is getting way more publicity than Dr. Disrespect. And people are like, someone's came out as gay and did like an OnlyFans years ago is more newsworthy than someone texting a minor.
Right. The guy whisper texting a minor to hook up at a conference is way worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think what Sketch did is anything wrong.
No.
I mean, there's nothing illegal, in other words, about what he did or immoral. I mean, in some parts of the world, it would be considered immoral, but,
Yeah.
you know, not here, not in this studio.
No.
Right, Biscuit?
Right, Biscuit? Right, Milo?
I mean, if you suck to, you know, but Biscuit does it just to solve crimes. She does it to get information out of people.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think of where streaming is now versus where it was when I started 7 years ago. Because back in 2017, if you averaged 20,000 viewers, you were the biggest streamer in the world. Full stop. Number one. And now, if you average 20,000 viewers, you're not even the biggest member of FaZe Clan. The game has changed. And one of the people who has been part of this changing game has been Sketch, a.k.a. Kylie Cox, the man behind the character. If you don't know Sketch, you probably don't watch sports because he's all over the sports world. Everyone's doing his signature "What's up, brother?" pose and catchphrase, and it's even been on like Sports Center.
What's up, brothers? Special teams, special plays, special players. Christina Alexander, Randy Scott.
I mean, for context, that's like if fucking James Corden started hitting the Luddy. Oh man, I would kill myself if I saw that. But you get the idea. You get this guy's world famous, man. This guy's worldwide. He announced the draft pick for the Houston Texans.
Punt team, get ready.
Dude, that's crazy.
That reference I just made about a Brit
What's
saying
up,
punter.
brother? That's crazy. That is crazy levels of fame. And last night, it was revealed that before being a Twitch streamer, like a sports streamer doing Madden, Sketch was doing gay OnlyFans content. And when this came out, this was tough on Sketch. All right? Because I think he basically got outed against his will. You know, not only for being gay, but for having done sexual content. And as a man whose balls are out there on the internet, that made me uncomfortable. And so this is like another world, right? For a guy who's, I think, trying to move past that part of his life. Anyway, FaZe Banks, one of the OGs of FaZe Clan, tweeted out, "Not everything needs to be broadcast and farmed, but since y'all want to jump to crazy assumptions, because last night, this, you know, obviously fucking Twitter ran away with this shit, and Twitter can be fucking evil." He said, "All the FaZe boys were with him. Sketch was my homie yesterday. He's my homie today. He'll be my homie tomorrow." And shared a message with a Sketch that said, "You awake? Hey man, I'm sorry I didn't mean to involve you." And he said, "What do you mean? You're our boy. You didn't have to leave. You didn't involve us in anything. Are you good?" And he said, "I'm over by the airport. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry." And then he said, "Come back. You're good, man. The boys pulled up on me and woke me up. They wanted to make sure you're good. Please come back. We're all here. You're the homie." And he said, "I'll come now. I just needed someone to talk to." And then he went back, thankfully. But this is him leaving. And dude, he left with like his shit. Like he left behind like his fucking, you know, shoes, his glasses, but also like his Rolex. Like that is like things that people with suicidal tendencies do. That's like a sign of that. And that's another thing we'll get into in a moment. But first, we should probably address how this got out there, right? It might have been inevitable. You know, shit on the internet does not die easily. But it initially leaked from this YouTube video. I think there's like a few random comments on Instagrams, whatever, but those are very small. This is the video that kind of like confirmed it. It's a 17.5-minute long video.
But look, this Pocketbook channel, it only has 9,000 subscribers.
What an asshole.
Yeah, right.
He probably sees it as like, oh, wow, this is going to get so many views and stuff. But think about how you're literally like destroying someone's life.
Right.
You are outing someone against their will.
Right.
That should almost be illegal.
Terrible. And it's not like anything that Sketch was doing was illegal.
No. That's
So,
the thing.
I'm not-
That's why I was saying, like, the fact that the Dr. Disrespect situation isn't as big as this just kind of proves how fucked up society is.
Yeah. You know, we
such a-
talked about we've talked a lot about people being on the spectrum on this podcast, and keep in mind, we are not doctors. We don't diagnose people, but I mean, Sketch is on some sort of spectrum, right?
Yeah, unless it's all a bit, but I don't think it is.
I mean, just looking at that video of him confirming it and like rocking and getting up and moving around.
Yeah.
And
right. And
I don't know
he
that
kind of
you can-
has like a eye tick where he
Yeah, he
blinks
does.
like that. And
yeah, that stuff you can't fake. I don't think he's that good of an actor.
yeah.
Because I know he amps it up for the bit. I mean, he admitted that on that golf channel. Mm-hmm. But that seemed real. And he
Yeah.
was like, he's so funny. I did not have sex with that man. I mean, I did, but...
Elephant in the room. I got a haircut.
Yeah, right. He's funny, man.
I love when people say we made the right person famous about Sketch.
Yeah.
Because so many people nowadays we're making so many just horrible, toxic people famous.
Right.
I think a lot of that's Gen Alpha's fault. A lot of kids like someone who's loud, annoying, and likes to disturb the public. Like he goes and, it's almost like the Nelk Boys, the early Nelk Boys. They would just go and do these pranks on people.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're just blatantly bullying like random people. I was like, God, I hate that that's what makes people famous now.
That whole genre of YouTube is so annoying.
I know. And now Nelk is like kind of falling off. Have you seen that?
No.
They're never going to fall off. They have too much of an audience, but they're creating some like Bachelor parody show and everyone's hating on it in the comments. Everyone's just being like, wow, Nelk really fell off.
They still have that podcast, though, that's pretty popular.
Yeah. I like the podcast. I don't like their YouTube channel personally.
And this video fucking pisses me off. It pisses me off for a few reasons. One, it's just poorly written. Literally 8 minutes of it is trying to connect how Sketch, having done OnlyFans work, is similar to actors who did sex work throughout history and the philosophy of it. But it pisses me off more because he says this.
I sat on this story for a couple of weeks.
I sat on this story.
Unsure if I really needed to create it and share it with the world. However, I did go to school for journalism. In NJ school, they taught us if a story meets the standards of timeliness, proximity, interest, controversy, sensationalism, prominence, and novelty, according to Shoemaker et al. 1987, it is newsworthy and it needs to be shared.
If you ever have to explain your reasoning for posting a video, you probably just shouldn't post it.
Exactly.
Like the fact that he's like literally pulling up this fucking journalism note from 1987.
Right. And, I've been a journalist for 30 years, and you do, if it's a personal, if it's something personal, you got to make a judgment.
Yeah.
If it's for the public good or whatever, but this isn't for the, this is just bullshit.
But you're a journalist for the alcohol industry,
Yeah.
so you're not getting in people's faces with a camera and just completely disturbing the public.
You'd
the
be
news.
surprised, though, if I anytime report on unfavorable news toward a company,
Yeah.
it's like I get blamed quite often as the messenger.
It's hard to be a journalist, I'm sure.
Oh, it is. But I always tell our editors, if 50% of our readership isn't pissed off on any given day, then we're not doing our job.
Yeah. But you also know how to be respectful.
Of course.
If you found out some very personal stuff about, say, the CEO of a beer company, I don't want to be specific.
Well, I mean,
you wouldn't publish it.
Like we knew that there was a CEO of a big beer company that was gay, but he was closeted.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't write about it, but we all knew.
Like, who gives a shit?
And then when he did eventually come out, he was. This was 10 years ago. Things have changed, but he was kind of moved out of that company
because of that.
Yeah, but he's done very well since then. But
you say times have changed, but apparently not.
I mean,
look what's going on with Sketch.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
so
I think
sad.
the gaming community is just a bunch of young dudes.
Yeah.
But I'm with Atrioc here. This pisses me off.
Yeah, it does.
That's not Atrioc.
This guy's
Ludwig. Ludwig. He's friends with Atrioc. And actually, he stood up for Atrioc when Atrioc was watching deep fake porn of Pokimane and other friends of theirs.
Oh, my God.
Atrioc took a 6-month hiatus from YouTube after that.
Wait, was he caught because he was streaming and
Yes.
it popped up on his history?
Yes.
How do you not delete that?
It was one of the tabs.
Oh man.
And like,
I think I heard about that.
Pokimane got on the stream and was crying about it, and like it was bad. It was bad bullshit. And he's my friend. Oh, and I think one of the girls was his wife or girlfriend.
Oh,
yeah. So that's weird.
And
weird.
He still defended him.
No, he didn't really defend him. He kind of played it right down the middle. You know, like I can't condone what he did.
Yeah.
But you know, he is my friend. I don't know if they're friends still. I guess they are. Atrioc, he came back after 6 months, and he actually put a bunch of his own money into taking down deep fakes of other people. And, you know, he had to go through the whole apology tour. Yeah.
And this is just fucking annoying, right? As a guy who went to journalism school too. This is like delusions of grandeur. What you did is you just clickbaited one of the most famous people on the internet with the story that would get clicks. That is it. You are the Daily Mail of journalism. You are not a fucking Pulitzer winner. You are not, you know, a bastion of journalism.
I like that.
And we know that because one of the pillars of journalism is minimize harm. You guys know that. I've said that many times on here. Minimize harm. That is a big one. So when looking through the content of this OnlyFans, and Jamie Marr is the pseudonym that Sketch used at that time to do that content, he discovered this.
On Twitter. Now, when you follow the link to Twitter, fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to slice this, the account has been scrubbed from the internet.
Why do you have to say that?
In fact, most things associated with Jamie Marr have been scrubbed from the internet, or at least attempted to have been scrubbed from the internet. Still, things remain. Things like...
Look at the top comment. Bro was watching his daily femboy videos and realized that was Sketch.
Probably.
Bro sounds like he's presenting this to the class.
Yeah.
I like how everyone's roasting this guy.
Yeah.
And the reason that I posted this was because I actually went to journalist school.
Right, and these are the reasons that you post things. And well, I mean, it may be not good news for some people.
And I swear, I wasn't on the gay side of OnlyFans when I discovered this.
I've had him. He looks like Beavis or Butthead. Like,
And so I was looking at this, and I thought, well, should I post it or not?
Okay.
in 2022.
So realized that a lot of the content was scrubbed, and then still found whatever scraps were remaining to then, you know, leak and show all this information. You know, and one of the fucking keys, right? If you ever write a story on anything, is you want to get the side of the person you're talking about. Reach out to the person affected. And if you did and they didn't answer, put that in the story. None of that was fucking there. None of that was there because no due diligence. It's not fucking journalism. It's just a clickbait YouTube video for views. And what really, really was the kicker for me is there's this comment that said, bro, low-key ended this guy's career and justified it with some 1987 Word doc. And then he...
That's what I mean. His career is definitely not over, but
no.
But that is funny.
It'll make him more famous, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I barely knew who he was, and then now I'm like on his side. Like,
yeah, right.
He hearted it and wrote "goat comment" in reply. Like he's proud of the fact that he ended this guy's career. Why the fuck would it end someone's career?
Right. Because
he's gay? Because he did consensual porn with another dude? Like what is the problem?
It's not illegal.
You know? Like it can maybe be embarrassing because people might fucking roast him for it. Yeah, but it wouldn't end someone's career. He's not fucking Dr. Disrespect. He did nothing wrong at all. Anyway, the voice that matters a lot more in the situation is the voice of Kylie Cox, the voice of Sketch, who went live earlier today to talk about this. And this is how he opened the stream.
Elephant in the room, I got a haircut.
And then continues on.
I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly.
Possibly.
Basically, he was cracking jokes for a lot of it. But, you know, then he also took time to be serious and said that, yeah, this actually did happen. It was actually me.
All the time. But weight off my shoulders, to be honest. You have some stuff in the closet, not... No pun intended there. But,
And you can imagine, man, what it must be like knowing that the internet is the internet, knowing how fucking mega famous he is, and the fear of this, coming out and it all crashing down. And crashing down because what, Like he has like some like gay porn history. Like why is that? Why should that make it all crash down? But there are very real people, and I don't just mean like randoms on Twitter. Like there are fucking streamers who are saying like they won't allow their family members to watch Sketch now because of shit like this.
I don't know if that Antonio Brown tweet is real or not, but I did see in a video that he said it could have been photoshopped, so don't quote me on this. But I think he tweeted of the day and had a picture of Sketch. And that was probably photoshopped because I can't imagine a football player of his statue would tweet something like that. I mean, I'm sure his publicist would be pissed.
But I think I saw that he does tweet of the day.
I did, yeah.
That's real.
I can't. That's what I'm like.
Why don't
damn,
we look this up?
We're really steering away from the whole PC culture, and like PC culture made everything worse. It seems like.
Yeah.
People are getting so maybe pissed off about cancel culture and whatnot, and so they're just completely rebelling, and they're being hyperbolic about the whole situation in a way that makes them homophobic, misogynistic, or racist. And it's
right.
We're going like this, and it was a little too much, so now it's just a Antonio Brown of the day, and then has a picture of Sketch. But is this someone else tweeting? Is he calling the person who?
No,
he's calling Sketch a which is fucked up.
It looks like he does it often.
Yeah. Does he?
How is he not canceled?
Right.
There's Cracker of the Day. Okay. Yeah. Right here. Of the day.
My page, Comedy and Entertainment. But I wanted to make sure I let you know I spoke with Sketch this morning. Jokes are jokes, but making sure his mental health good. Never know what people got going on. But you just...
I think he's doing this ironically as a satire, I guess.
Look at this. Someone photoshopped a dildo.
Okay, now that's a little bit funny.
The Sketch starter pack.
because it's gonna make 11-year-olds gay or some shit. Like that, the real streamers are saying shit like this, you know. And it's not like just one person. There are multiple streamers who have been just negative voices over the past 24 hours. And I think, you know, it can be easy to spiral. And in that negativity, Sketch got to a point where, you know, I think he seriously contemplated suicide. And he talks about it a bit here.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I was going and doing all this different stuff. I was going in the back. Shout out my parents. Like, shout out y'all. Like, I fucked up, but I'm changed.
So sad.
Yeah, that's about it, though. Like, my original plan was there's two things. One, either be delusional and think it's never going to come out, or two, what's the plan after? The plan after was not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. But the people at FaZe, Banks, especially, and my friends that I've made over the past couple years came in and they saved me. I don't know what I was gonna do, but
so I'm glad.
That's the thing about the internet, man. That I never had to deal with at that age. It's just stuff is permanent. It sucks.
I think he completely regrets it, and he obviously says he's a changed person.
You know, it's a life experience. You know, he can draw on it for inspiration.
Yeah.
The thing is that he has nothing to apologize for.
Absolutely not.
And, you know, this will end up making him stronger.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. Like he said, it's a weight off his back. You know, in the back of his brain, he was always worried that it's going to come out.
Yeah.
Now that it's come out, and yeah, initially it looks like people were just dogging the shit out of him. But now he's got his buddies. Yeah. Feel bad for the kid.
I do too. Moral of the story, he's going to do great. He's going to be fine. I'm glad he's got a support group. I don't really think there needs to be anything else said about the situation. It sucks for him. He clearly regrets it. And at this point, I think he and everyone else just needs to move on from the situation and not talk about it anymore.
Yeah. If I were him, I would. He's a funny guy. And
just make jokes about it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Now he has a whole new gravel pit on which to quarry jokes.
Right. Like he's already making jokes about it too.
Yeah, I did not have sex with that man. He's referring to like Bill Clinton famously saying, I did not have sex with that woman, talking about Monica Lewinsky.
Oh yeah.
So that he even made a historical reference there.
He even talked about his friend Jinxie, the guy that was crying earlier. And he was like, I just want to thank all my friends, especially Jinxie. I love him so much. Not in that way. Like, he's already making jokes about it. He's clearly upset. But the fact that he's able to joke already and stuff, like, he's such a cool guy. Anyways, this was not our typical podcast or show, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's good that we add our input on the situation. And I'd love for everyone to join us on the next one. This is Dog Party. We're going to be coming out with a new style of podcast very soon where it's not just going to be us in the studio, but rather our daily lives and what we do outside of the studio while implementing the podcast format and also cool cinematic transitions, making it more of a vlog style. So stick around if you like what we got here. It's a cool father-son relationship, very unique, funny, and that's about it.
All right, man.
That was pretty bad.
That was a good speech.
Thanks. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Full score and 7 years ago.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.